Hello everyone, I'm Hayato. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sure many of you are surprised to see this scene right now. I'm decided to move before the end of the year. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who has surprised me in living alone. I started preparing to living alone February 1st. I started moving on February 10th. Despite encountering various obstacles, I have continued living alone while running a YouTube channel. For me, it's been a lot of fun. Whatever I do, I take a responsibility for it myself. I don't struggle with relationships. I was truly happy to be able to living alone in such a space. However, I felt that I had reached my limit in living alone while running a YouTube channel. The main reason is that running a YouTube channel is no longer profitable. My assets were decreasing and the return on my YouTube videos was minimal. When I thought about it that way, I realized that not only was there no benefit to living alone, but I was also throwing in my life way. Not only was it due to my lack of ability, but it was also inefficient. I'd go so far as to say that my channel currently has about 10,000 subscribers. To be honest, I'm surprised myself. I never expected so many people to watch my videos. My original plan was to reach 6,500 subscribers in 2 years. I'm sure many of you will say that if I just keep at it, I manage. But the reality is not that simple. The reality of the number hit me hard, and it began to depend my motivation. No matter how much I tried to control my emotion, I just couldn't. I started researching other ideas and competitions. And when I saw people who were able to manage even with sloppy videos, you could say that luck is part of a skill. For that reason, thinking about my future life, I have decided to step back for the time being. After all, I don't want to reduce my assets. I will look for a way to living a relaxed and easygoing life. Of course, this is a cost-effective withdrawal. Don't worry, I will not plan to retire from YouTube. I think you can guess where I'm moving to, but I hope you will watch this video until the end. Now, please watch my final video about living alone. Thank you.
ただきます。お疲れ様でした。 ただいま。